guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie. So I've attempted them balloons again, I tell you. I'm still going for it. So I've put glow on the outside, glow on the inside, and then I've done outside and then inside between 3 different balloons. So we'll see which one works for me. Other than that, I might try cement. That's real heavy though, isn't it? Okay, we're going to look at Meghan's attention grabbing headlines technique. Okay, so this is like before she goes somewhere, what she's thinking, what she's going to get out of it, and then you know, other things that she'll join on. What you notice with Meghan nowadays is she doesn't depend on just one thing anymore, like her clothing. She doesn't, you know, a row with Harry is not enough anymore. Pushing in front of Harry, grabbing him, it's not enough anymore. It's like, you know, they have to keep up with more attention grabbing headlines. So what they're doing now is they're putting all these things, they're getting more than one. Okay, you're probably getting 2, 3, 4. So we'll go for through the Australia trip and see, you know, what she was thinking of there. So when Meghan's, you know, coming up with these ideas, are they always based on wanting to make the royals unhappy? Well, if it weren't for the royals, she wouldn't be doing anything. They won't let her in. They won't let her in. So she knows, you know, she shouldn't be doing these stuff. So literally, going back to America after she insulted it, that's one headline. And then you've got the bloody hospital with all the patients. Well, she got slaughtered there and all. And then you've got the besties retreat, another thing. Then you got Marcus Anderson, another thing. And then what else we got? Harry storming out, another thing. So there's lots of things there that she does to encourage criticism. So, you know, when planning a tour, does she intend to garner as much criticism as possible? Yeah, she wants to make out that she's looking victimised, okay? She pretends to be difficult on purpose. She insists about the name. She knows people are leak. Yeah, she likes to be difficult. The slightest look, the grinding of her teeth, her position, whatever. You know, it's everything about Meghan. Everybody does it. Everybody's feeding her. Not the royal family. We are. Every time she does something, you click on it. Every time Harry does something, you click on it. You write in the comments. You put your thoughts across. This is what she wants. And until we lose interest in Meghan, she's always going to be that way. So did she plan Marcus Anderson for a headline? I wonder if he came like a day or so later, or was seen after an event. She keeps making these decisions and taking these risks. So that tells me other people, advisors, told her it wasn't such a good idea. But in actual fact, okay, so there's a reason why she's with Marcus Anderson in Australia, and you will find out later down the line. See how she does it, you know. She'll cock something up, you won't have a clue what she's doing, where she's going, who, with and why. And after it's all died down again, you know, about Australia and blah, 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 she'll bring it up as well. So, yeah, she does like to surprise people. Was Harry, you know, pretending to be pissed off? Decision not made. It's as if he don't get decision, so it has to look like he's got no choice. He's supposed to look like he's got no choice, and maybe he's floundering and he didn't know what he's doing. It is a plan. Was Meghan selling her A1 clothing shite? Was that to grab headlines as well? Yeah, but I don't think she expected that. She did, because she knows what she's doing, but I'm getting, you know, creating debt here. Okay, what was Meghan hoping to earn loads of money in Australia? I'm kind of getting that's a bit of a fraud thing, you know. Maybe, I know they said it was an app, so maybe it doesn't work, or you can't access it after a certain time, or it goes, disappears. Was it money? Oh yeah, she loves it. Always wanting to look good. Always wanting to look good. Does Meghan wear increased clothes and, well, bizarre clothing choices? Is that to grab headlines? Well, yeah, because everybody's going to look at her anyway. So even if she went to look her best, they'd say something negative, so she gives them negative. So what we got? Did Meghan believe, you know, that... I mean, that's a scam and a half, innit? Did Meghan believe she'd get good headlines? Well, I'm getting the past equaling the future. She thinks that there's more stuff about there that can be snapped up and sized down and cut to promote her in the future. How does Meghan feel about the Australia trip and the success of it? Loves the drama. Loves the drama. She was trending #1 all day, you know, each day probably on social media. And yeah, so loves the drama. What, you know, when she's planning all this, is she planning down to the detail? So she creates a false impression, a false sense of security, you know. There'll be stuff you don't know yet. News delayed there, so, you know, things coming out as well from the Australian trip. Does Meghan know that people just despise her? Yes. But, you know, she hopes she's transforming. So the transformation comes from when she does something bad, she puts loads of stuff out to drop it down, you know. If it's on a Google headline, Meghan and bullying, there's stories that will go on it to push it down the algorithm and say Meghan was the victim of, you know, bullying. I kind of feel she wants to be taken more seriously. Why does what else was in that Australian trip? How did she feel about you see, that wasn't publicised at all. The way I saw it was that you know, you'd get to spend a weekend with her. How did those people from Besties, you know, the customers, how did they feel about their experience? You know, was it what they thought it was? Was it value? Or they was more interested in seeing Harry. They're not bothered, are they? People lose interest in Meghan because she just comes across as the scorned wife all the time. Whereas Harry comes across as a victim. People feel for Harry. They go, oh, well, you weren't like that before you met your evil wife. And even though we don't agree with it, even though we say to ourselves, oh, you know, well, it takes two, or he's just as bad, the main top feeling that's reported out is, well, you know, Meghan's turned him into this. Well, let's have a look. How does Meghan feel about being blamed for Harry's breakdown of relationship with his family? Oh, well, that does upset her. That does upset her. Because she knows it upsets Harry. So she's still trying to find a way around that. So she gets called the Destroyer, and then she wants to perform as, you know, the reconciliator. Is that what she wants? To be responsible for the reconciliation. Of course she does, okay? Of course she does. And she makes out all the time. Listen, Meghan and Harry's conversations are always about her telling him what to do, and obviously being spiteful and arguing and disagreeing. She'll say things and put things into his head. I know somebody who's great like that. They can start talking to him, before you know it, you're like real fired up. Well, that was till I realised what was happening. And yeah, it works by slagging somebody off, putting your feelings across, putting, you know, making the receiver, which would be Harry in this situation, feel like he's just discovering or learning something for the first time, and then the truth gets twisted, doesn't it? So twisting things to the point that, you know, you'll come away and you react, and usually not in a positive way. But once you know somebody's doing that to you or has that effect on you, you can stop. Or does she write letters all the time? Is she going to say she's been writing letters? Well, no one will take her calls. She probably does send notes, but I'm not getting a big thing on that. Is it emails? It's emails. Oh, yeah. And she gets real angry as well when she, you know, don't get any feedback. It sees it as rejection. Angry emails as well. Maybe William could show them. Was Harry told to look jealous at Australia? I don't think he was in a good mood anyway. You kind of see her less, or you see him less. And what the hell is Marcus Anderson doing inserting himself into this mess? Choosing to turn your back. Well, I've got two issues now. I've got separate, so they travelled separately. But I don't think they did there. Did they travel separately? No. Should have had to... did she need Marcus for some kind of... travel companion? No, I feel two separate events. So two separate would be him and her doing their things, like where they're separately, and so you wouldn't know how long Harry was going to be. I mean, he looked pretty comfy sat there, didn't he? You know, like he had all day. There's no way these two set off to be stupid. They are stupid. Did Meghan go to Soho House? Oh yes, and that was the plan as well. So not only did she monetize everything else in the thing, she was there for Soho House. And didn't you hear her say, Mum's back? She's going to be the face of Soho House, a representative. I mean, really, how tacky is that, putting you as ever products, unless you're supplying them, you know, did you do soap, love, for the sinks and stuff like that? And it also shows how she sees that business. A shop for her personal endeavours. I'd be embarrassed, wouldn't you? I mean, she used to hang around with people from in Soho House. So you're going to see them at other places. And I just think I would feel a bit embarrassed, you know, either from where I've come from or to what the hell I'm doing and how far I'm falling. So you're going to hear that as well, about postponing. And how did Soho House go? Ooh, that's Harry. He was well pissed off. Not sure what he's doing, what he understands. So, you know, I kind of feel like there isn't, so Meghan didn't have time to rehearse or, you know, the location and the layout of things. She didn't have time for that. She probably racked up her speech, yeah, but she didn't know the layout, and Harry didn't either. And I just feel like he chose to get pissed that night. How did Harry feel about Meghan when he was at Soho House, Australia? Something we often do, you know, he likes it, he likes the organisation, he's been to Sohos all over the world, and yeah, you know, humour and tradition, but does Harry feel like a fraud sometimes in his own body? Yeah, and it upsets him as well, it affects his feelings. Harry's chasing the past. Meghan's, you know, chasing the next dollar. So you're going to see this on more outings as well, you know. She's levelling up to everything, you know. It was like full on, wasn't it? You know, one headline after another, after another, after another. And that's what that is what will be. And most of it is orchestrated. Others are opportunity. And then others are just plain, you know, stupidity, really. How long will it be before Harry cracks and realises what mistakes he's made? Well, we're getting a meltdown here and something going online. How long? She's drama, chaos, drama, chaos, drama. He knows now it's out of balance, so he knows now. Does he know now? Yes. And how long before, you know, Meghan cracks? By the time everything is ended? How long before? You know what? I think she's got a year left of this. It's when nobody wants to know you. Like they say they're done with you, and they're done with you, and they're done with you. I'm getting she cracks when there's an end of something. What is it she'll crack over that ends? What ends? When she can't sell herself anymore as the Duchess of Sussex. When she's got no choice. Unwilling. Maybe something with an ending has cracks in it. And about having no choice in a situation. Well, she won't be able to pick and choose, will she? Will Meghan run out of work offers? Well, she'll just keep on going until she can there, so it's not the work situation. There's a major ending. But it's... oh, right, is it when they lose the titles? No. It's when a journalist leaks something. Is this about the bullying claims? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, it's going to get a lot of attention. I mean, Netflix are sitting on a gold mine with Harry and Meghan, but not for the reasons you think. More like their story. You know, the experience, the grifting, and everything. Oh, I love that. Would, I mean, they won't do it now, I asked before, but, you know, will Netflix or some docudramas, you know, do a video? No, what is it? I want to know if it's a bad one. Oh yeah, so will Netflix or anybody choose to expose their hardcores through film or documentaries? Oh, there are loads of stories, aren't they? So Harry's, Meghan's a control freak. Harry's in the home like I don't know, a lost dog. The lack of seeing their children, their grifting, anyone they work with, you know, disharmony. Oh, they've got loads there. But the fact is, they're not going to do it just yet. Everything has to die down. So, but like what you see now, you know, when you see a documentary or film on Queen Charlotte or so-and-so, it's always done into like afterwards, further down the line. But yeah, I think would be, well, they want to keep on at it because they want to do it while we're still in the mindset. Like I say, if we don't watch them, if we don't listen to them, you know, if we don't comment about them, then their supply is gone. Will people turn against them? No, will more people turn against Harry and Meghan? There'll be those that are cheering him on. That's odd. I just think wherever they go and whatever they do, people will continue watching. So, but the other thing, like I said, I don't know if it's this video or the last one. Remember, every negative emotion they impart on you or anybody else, deal with it different. Do not give anger. Do not rise to it because you feel, you know, you're feeding. And I know some newbies will think I'm crackers, but you're feeding that demonic energy. And you're a light worker, so you need your light to shine. So stay out of, you know, I mean, be cross, have a snarky snippet word, you know, but don't be in a state of that every day. Because otherwise you're just giving our energy to somewhere else and things won't get better faster if we're doing that. Okay then, that's it from me, and I'll be back soon with another reading. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Bye bye.